Hi guys, my name's Ellie. Welcome to my channel, and I wanted to do a get ready with me today. So, this is the main reason. This is Chloe Morello Pretty Fun and Fearless Volume 2. This comes in a little beauty haul with a lipstick and an eyeliner and a mascara, which those are all things you can get in full sizes, but this seems to be exclusive to the bundle. And since I am panning and doing several projects right now, I don't exactly have time to do a full review, so I thought I would do a get ready with me, try out some of the colors, see how they work, and just, they're pretty. I'm excited about this, and I would like to be able to give some people an idea about it, because it is currently on sale. It was $49, and now it's $37, and also I want to use it. Like, I'm excited about this. The main draw is that this shadow is Ellie. Yeah. So that was my whole like, oh my god. And then I looked at it, and the rest of the colors are really pretty. I have had good luck with Ciate shadows before. I've used one color. I put Renegade on my eye once, and I want to use the rest of it. So nothing else is super interesting, but I thought I'd sit down, chat with you guys. Hopefully I'll remember to chat instead of just doing like a really long drawn out tutorial. I did get a haircut today, which means I got my undercut reshaped, and I'm so excited. It's been months since it was trimmed, and I really should get my undercut done like every couple of weeks. I don't, because I don't want to spend the price of a whole haircut just to have them run some clippers over a small section of my hair. But also, nobody else. Like, we have clippers. If I could see it, I would do it myself. But I am not blind buzzing part of my head and hoping that it's within the lines, because I have thin hair, so having an undercut is already kind of making the volume of my hair less, but I also don't want to just have it keep growing forever. Yeah, so I'm really excited. I think the place I went, I would be willing to go more often, because you're supposed to get your hair trimmed or already dropping stuff. You're supposed to get your hair trimmed or cut every like 4 to 6 weeks, and I do not do that. Especially because I'm trying to grow it out. I want this to be longer, but I want to keep the undercut. Timer. The other thing we need to do today is I tried this foundation, the Maybelline Super Stay, the new formulation, because I haven't tried the original. Tried it yesterday and it patched off funny, so I'm going to try it again using just a sponge instead of a sponge and a brush, and try and set it with the Coty Airspun, which I've been using, and see if that helps with it, because if it doesn't, it's going back. I don't do foundations that don't stay on my face, because that's not something I normally have to deal with. They all stay on my face. It's whether or not they keep my oils in check. So I'm just going to put that on a beauty sponge and go right in. So yeah, like the color was pretty good once I blended it out. See, it goes, like, it's spread really far. It's got some good coverage. And once I get the blush and everything on, it was a really good, at least it felt like a really good color match. What are you? And I really want to, oh, that looks so stark on camera in this lighting. I swear it's not that bad in person. I look crazy. I wanted to do more drugstore this year. When I first like really got into makeup, I didn't do a lot of high school makeup like everybody else. I think I had like some eyeshadow and a mascara that I'd throw on if we were like going out in like high school and college, but I never really like got into like the foundation and the blush and all of that. Oh, that looks so horrible in this lighting. Oh, that's not right. I swear it doesn't look this bad in person. It'll be fine. will adjust. So when I did, it was right around when my second sister got married. I have 2 older sisters, and I got married and I still wasn't that into makeup, so I didn't wear any makeup for her foundation, or her wedding, I don't think. But when my second sister, Marion, got married, we went out and, like, we did a whole thing, and, like, we went to, I think, the Estee Lauder counter at, looks ridiculous still. Oh no. Oh no. It looks fine in person, you know, like a touch pale, but, like, it's gonna be fine once I put on blush. Oh, I look ridiculous. Whatever, we're going with it. All I have left is sitting around the house and a family dinner. It'll be fine. So I'm just gonna run some blush on my cheeks to help with the ghostliness. So we did a whole big thing because I was Marion's maid of honor. And we went to, like, the counter and, like, we talked to them about what we were getting it for, what the color scheme of the wedding was. And, like, we got, her and I both got, like, a lipstick and a lip gloss to do for the day, which I loved both of those. I'm really sad that lip gloss was in my purse when it got stolen a couple years later. And that is one of the things I was like, man, I don't know what it was called. It's gone forever. But we went out and, like, we, like, did a whole bunch of research and, like, found, like, a good mascara. I think we got the Maybelline Great Lash. That looks still ridiculous. Anyway, we did a whole bunch of research and, like, got good, supposedly, like, everybody's favorite, stuff that, like, lasts the longest and that people swear by. Got all of that, and then we did foundation and all that other stuff, and we did it for the wedding day, and then a little while after that I realized I did this for every special occasion. I would go and, like, buy a whole face of makeup for prom or for a wedding or for something else, and then I would use it once. I would use it that one day and never touch it again. And then I would eventually find it and throw it out. And then come the next fancy thing, I would buy another full face of makeup. So I decided that since I had some of that, you know, underlying girls wear makeup, girls are supposed to know how to wear makeup, it looks extra ridiculous with the blush. We'll just keep going. It'll be fine. Makes my eyes look cool though. I feel like one of the, like, in the camera, I feel like one of those French aristocrats. I'm about to get my head chopped off. Anyway, I realized that I was, you know, doing that over again, so I was like, okay, I have this stuff, I'm going to wear it and figure out how to apply foundation, how to do my eyeshadow, and, like, have an idea of how to do these things. Because that's the thing girls do. Which was a mistake. That is trying to go through those products and get a good idea of what I liked makeup-wise was how I got into wearing makeup all the time. And now, it's less of a patriarchy thing, more of a just, like, I like the colors and the whatever. But yeah, that was the start of that. And so I started makeup in my 20s as opposed to most people doing it, you know, in junior high or high school. So I already had a job and all this other stuff, so I kind of skipped a lot of the drugstore products. Like, I think I had a couple drugstore foundations back in the day, but I was doing a lot of research once I realized I liked makeup and I wanted to keep going with it. I did a ton of research, and the ones that were getting the best reviews were stuff like Tarte and Too Faced and Urban Decay. So that's what I bought. And it's kind of continued since then that I just buy the higher end brands, and that's just where I was comfortable. That's where I knew the quality of the product. That's what I'd had the best. So I'm going to go into this cream shade over here called Topless and set my primer. So that was just what I'd had the most experience with. So I just kind of never got a good idea of what I like at the drugstore. So that's one of the things I want to do this year is I want to try more drugstore products and find the things there that I like and find the brands there that I like, because I know I like some NYX but like I never really got into the drugstore eyeshadows or the lipstick as much. Like I know that e.l.f. is supposed to have good lipsticks. I don't have any of them. I think I had a Rimmel lipstick for a while, but like really I don't have a good idea of what I like at the drugstore and what I can get away with keeping in drugstore levels. So it was on my list of things I want to do this year to try more drugstore makeup. And this is supposed to be in it, and so far, drugstore expedition has not gone well. So I'm going to just powder the crap out of my face with Coty Airspun and hope that this keeps my foundation where I put it. Because that was the other good thing that came out of makeup is before I had foundation or BB cream or whatever on my face, I'd pick at my face all day long. I'd fidget, I'd touch it, I'd scratch it, I'd pick at zits. And so having a foundation and knowing that, you know, you're not supposed to touch your face, you're not supposed to anyway, but having that foundation that showed when you touched your face has really helped me get out of that habit. Oh, I'm looking extra ridiculous. I really do. Look, I should have like some ridiculous curls and like a gown on and be waiting to be beheaded. Okay, so I know I look ridiculous, but generally this is the amount of base I use. I've been doing the cream shadows, powdering the crap out of my face to try and get rid of this stuff because I hate it. It's really just meh. It's not good enough. It's fine if I powdered over like this, which if the foundation was not super light, it wouldn't look as ridiculous. It's really hard to get it through the sifter. It doesn't work well in a nice layer, so I have to do this and then brush off the excess after it's kind of settled in. And it smells funny, and it's just not as finely milled as I want it. Oh, it's snowing outside. Little flurries. That's cute. I'm gonna go for a walk later. But yeah, that's just... I really want to be able to offer high-end and low-end options or have an idea of what I like in the low-end options, so I'm not, you know, buying some Bobbi Brown lipstick that has a dupe in Revlon, and I know I like Revlon's formula, so I just get it there, but... So, I'm going to use Cocoa in my crease with this BH Cosmetics. Oh, BH Cosmetics is another one I want to use more. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, and you can see it because corpse face. So yeah, I think part of the reason that this looks so ridiculous on camera is because it is overcast because it's snowing. So that's a nice little peachy transition. It's kind of powdery, but again, as long as that powder is in the pan and not falling down on my face weird like, I don't care. So, the other thing I wanted to address in this Get Ready With Me is everybody's been doing those 8 brands in 2018 that they want to see more of. I'm just going to talk about those now because I have been lazy about sitting down and filming specific things. Like I still need to do the beauty community tag because I really like it and I'm really excited to do those. I'm always excited about tags. So if you have a tag you want to see me do, even if it's an old one, tell me and I'll probably do it. So as you can see, it is kicking up a bit of powder. Nothing unreasonable, like kind of what you might expect from a Lorac Pro Shadow, the mattes, or less than the Subculture. Subculture is kind of like the max kick up I want in a product, because then I just have to keep the palette flat and then just like use the leftover kick up in my next application. So I'm just going to run that same color under my eyes. So I have several brands that I want to try out. Drugstore. I'm putting that as a brand because I don't necessarily know which brands in specific. Like, I do want to get into Revlon and Maybelline and CoverGirl. I want to look at some more NYX. Milani has a Bold Obsessions or something palette coming out soon that I really want to get into because I've never really tried Milani shadows that much. Like, I think I have a single I got somewhere that, you know, it was nice, but it was just a medium matte brown. And I've heard the Milani shadows are really nice, and that palette looked really nice. Oh, I look so sick. Like a zombie. Like a zombie that's coming for you. I'm also going to put on lip balm before I forget, because my lips get dry. And I'm panning it, so I might as well use it. I do that anyway, though. Once I put on foundation and powder, I put the lip balm on to help revive my lips under the dryness of those two products just sifting around my face. Okay, from there, I have powder all over me. I think I want to try and work violet in my outer corner. Yeah, that's what I want to do. That sounds right. So yeah, I really want to try more Drugstore and get an idea of what I like in that formula. And then I want to do a lot more indie brands. Oh, I like that. It's a little washed out for you guys, but it's pretty. I need to get more into Juvia's Place. I like them. At least I've liked the one thing, and I have a blush palette to still try out. But I really want to try more of those palettes and everything. I think they have brushes as well. And I want to say lipsticks. Do they also have lipsticks? That's cute. It's like a cranberry eye. We're going for cranberry eye, apparently. So I want to try more Juvia's Place. And then, because I only have 2 things from them. And I would like to try more of their formula and figure out, because I've heard the palettes are hit or miss, like that the formula is not consistent across all of them. So that means I would like to know which ones are good, so I'm not just like, Juvia's Place is great. And it's, you know, oh, well, these 3 are good and these 3 are not the best. And have a more well-rounded opinion. Yeah. I think I'm going to run a little bit more of Cocoa, which is the orange shade, over the top. Just kind of make it a little less red and a little more muted. Yeah, that works. And then what am I going to do? So before I forget, I'm going to run some of Violet. That's that red shade. That's not the best color for that name. I feel like Violet should be Violet, not Cranberry, but whatever. So I really want to try more Juvia's Place, because I really like the Magic palette. I feel like they're one of those brands where a lot of their palettes had gone crazy popular before I got as into indie makeup. And a lot of them were pretty, but I could already tell they were things I had in my collection. So I think next I want to put Morello Cherry on my outer half kind of thing. So I'm going to use this little packing brush from Morphe. I also need to try Zoeva. I've been looking at Zoeva palettes and stuff for a long time, and I just haven't bought any. I don't know really why I haven't bought any, I just haven't bought any. I've looked at them, I've picked out which one I want, and I just never placed the order. So I don't know what's up with that, but I need to just bite the bullet and get some and figure them out, because they look really pretty. I'm really interested in, I've been really interested in a lot of one. Like the Queen's Guard looked really nice. When they had those cocoa blend ones, those all looked nice. I even picked out which one of those that I wanted, and I just didn't buy it, because I'm weird. Sorry. This one is a decent similar tone to the red that's out there, so I'm trying to make sure it's not, that it's actually like covering it. Let's do it on the other side. So Zoeva's on my list. So if you have tried Zoeva and you have a favorite palette that like I just absolutely need, or that you think I need, comment it down below, or comment your favorite things from any of these brands I'm talking about, so I can have a list of things that you guys are suggesting. Since I just have, I've heard mixed reviews on Zoeva. Some people really, really like them, and some people, it's alright. It's kind of their opinion. So I want to try more Zoeva, more Juvia's Place, more drugstore. Yeah, I've stuck really middle. I've done a lot of Too Faced, a lot of Tarte, just like middle-end brands. So I want to do more drugstore, more indie, and there's a couple high-end that I want to try. But I also, let's stick to indie for now. I want to try more Black Moon Cosmetics. I tried a lipstick trio, and it's really, really nice. So I also want to try more of their liquid lipsticks. And I want to try some of their, what are they called? Their, cosmic metal eyeshadow things. Eye dust? Cosmic eye dusts? I don't know. They have, like, tubes of liquid sparkly stuff. Eyeshadow. Which I've looked at, and I've picked out which ones I wanted, and then I just never bought them. Which is kind of what I do with indie brands. I get really excited, I look at them, I pick out what I want, and then something stops me from ordering it. Who knows what it is? It's whatever. Then I want to use it's fine, I just got it on my hands. I gotta wipe off my hands. Okay, I want to use rose gold before I hit my face on something. I want to use that on my inner half of my lid. Oh, that's pretty. So yeah, I want to try more from them. So far they've been my favorite liquid lipstick formula. It's really opaque, it was really lightweight, it was really comfortable. And it did hold up well to me eating, which I will eat and drink all day, so it needs to wear well through that. I'm going to take some more Morello Cherry, and then just punch up that outer corner. Which you guys can't see because I'm washed out, because I am a French aristocrat. So yeah, I really want to do that. I think I'm gonna run, what do I want to do? I want to run a little bit of Marron in my outer edge. So let's see how that goes. I'm gonna start with this little pointer brush. Just kind of deepen up. And we blend it out. I don't know if that did anything for you guys. It did something in person, I promise. But yeah, I just... more Black Plume Cosmetic. And I think I'm going to finish it off with Halo on my inner corner. I'm going to use this guy. I like this guy. This is a Morphe G18. So yeah, that's the eyes. You can't see them very well, but I think it all blended pretty nicely together. They're a little powdery, but that means that they do blend really well, and you can kind of diffuse out the edges nicely. I think I've got a good variety to choose from here, because you've got the warms, you've got the cools, you've got a couple pops. You can make a really neutral look or really, you know, cranberry look. And it has a shade called Ellie. I'm excited about that. So, that's cute and adorable. Now let's knock off the excess powder on my face and see how everything's sitting. So, Black Moon Cosmetics, I have tried, but I want to do more of. And I have two that I haven't tried in the indie brand section. Firine Cosmetics, it's Fyrrinae. They have some beautiful looking multi-chrome shadows that I really want to get into, and they seem to have a really wide variety. And from what I've seen, everybody who's tried them has really liked them. I think they're just one of the smaller ones that aren't really covered as much. So I want to try those. I'm really excited about those. And then I want to try Rituel de Fille, which they've popped up on YouTube a couple times. Like when they put out their black highlighter, it was just in their highlight and contour range. It was black that blended out to a really nice purple, which, even though I'm pale, I'm interested in, because that means it's the right undertones for my skin. Purples and pinks are the best for shaping on me, and grays. So that's one of those things I'm like, maybe if I used it lightly, I could finally have like a really good, like, contoury bronzy type shade, or it'd be a blush, like, who knows. So I'm interested in that. They've got some really nice cream products. What was I gonna do? Brows. I was gonna do brows. Get my NYX brow brush, and I've been using this wax from Sephora that I got in the advent calendar. So this is the Universal Brow Freeze, and I've been really liking this to put this down and then do eyeshadow for my brows to help me pan some of my darker browns faster, which is really helping. And I like it. I like how it holds my brows. But yeah, so they have some really... Hey, it's like three sisters that run this really nice, almost pagan occult themed, really, really beautiful looking makeup line. So I'm interested in that. And when they kind of popped up with that contour cream product, everybody was going crazy for a little bit. Then they came out with some, sorry, I'm going to switch to my Lorac. My Lorac Pro Matte, and I'm going to use Corduroy, this on my brows, with the Brow Gal brow brush thing. But yeah, they came out with some cream highlighters that looked really nice, and they have these interesting, almost waxy cream shadows that are pretty like duochrome and multi-dimensional that just look really pretty. And again, they're a company that I looked through their product, I had picked out what I wanted, and I just never placed my order. They also have some really cool looking lipsticks, so I think they're one of those ones I'm going to take a while and see if I can go a month or two without buying makeup and then just make one bigger purchase to hit on several items so I can kind of try out like a blush and a lipstick and an eyeshadow. And they've also since come out with, because they call their eyeshadows eye soots, which again feeds into the pagan witchy vibe that I love that they have. I'm not sure if I'll remember to show you, but I did just get a star shaved into my undercut because I like pentagrams. I think they're pretty. I like witchy things. I like pagan things. I think they're cool. And I like the aesthetic. And, you know, I like witches as well. Cool. Witches are cool. I like witches. My witch buddies are fun. But yeah, so I really want to try them out. I think they're going to be one of those finding specific products is worth it because they don't necessarily have the widest range, and their range is kind of, you know, unique colors. So I think they're going to be one that I'll pull out for like really specific, cool, interesting things, as opposed to like getting my day-to-day essentials. But yeah, I really want to try more from them. Well, not more, anything. I haven't tried anything from them yet. They're on my list. I would really like to do more indie, just indie and drugstore. I feel like I had a lot of more commercial high-end brands, and I want to try some different stuff. That's looking less ridiculous now that I have brows. Less ridiculous. So, did I bring highlight? I did bring highlight. So we're going to do highlight next. I'm using Yummy Cookies from ColourPop. Unfortunately, I don't think you can get this anymore, but it's not the most amazing. It's kind of just like a peachy golden medium highlight. It was in the Hello Kitty collection. And it's really pretty, but you can't get it anymore, I don't think. So I'm just going to pop that on the high points of my face. Yeah, I think you can see that. The sun has come out, so now I look extra corpsey. You probably can't see it because all of my face looks white right now. Go away, sun. I didn't plan for you. So yeah, I'm sure I'm still gonna pick up Tarte and Too Faced and Urban Decay stuff, particularly because there are specific things I have my eyes on from them that I just haven't grabbed because I'm trying to buy less right now and pan my stash. What was I gonna say? I don't know. What else? There was a whole bunch I wanted to try. So Fear and A, Black Moon Cosmetic, Juvia's Place, these products because I like their eyeshadows. I have several eyeshadows from them that I really like, but I never really got into the blushes and the highlights, but they look really cool. And then I would like to try some higher end brands. So again, with the eye stuck to the mid-range, not like luxury, but you know, medium, not drugstore, not, you know, YSL or something. Although I do have a YSL product. So I'm gonna go in with my primer, which I'm going through the L'Oreal Voluminous primer right now. I got this in a subscription box, and it's not that bad. It's not my favorite primer, but I should finish it up before just consistently, repeatedly buying the Benefit primer. Because the Benefit's my favorite. So of the high-end brands, I want to try some Bobbi Brown. I feel like the line is generally really neutral, which has been one of those things where I want it to be a big, like an impactful thing if I'm spending that much money for it. But I feel like Bobbi Brown just makes these gorgeous, natural, effortless, neutral products. And I would really like to try out more of that skincare foundation type primary stuff from them. And probably some eyeshadows because, like, let's be honest, I love eyeshadows. This is not working right. I'm trying to get the bottom off of it, and it's just not working right. So, I would like to get into Bobbi Brown. I've tried like a product or two. Like I have a sample of the vitamin enriched face base, which I've really liked so far, but I don't think I've ever tried their lipsticks or their foundations with their eyeshadows, highlighters, any of that. So I would like to try those out. And then I would also like to try out some Marc Jacobs. For some reason, my brain just never really clicked with Marc Jacobs products. Because I'm like, that's like a clothing designer. That's not a makeup. That's not a makeup brand. Actually, it is, and their stuff gets a decent amount of hype. Sorry. My back hurts a little bit. So I would like to try out some of those. I've never tried the eyeshadows, which everybody seems to be really happy with. They have those like long, thin palettes. I'd like to try one of those. And I think I need to try some of the foundations. I was always like avoiding them because they looked like they weren't for my skin type. And like, you know, it's one of those like, oh, you could probably make it work, but I shouldn't have to make it work for something that expensive. And then I tried a sample of the coconut primer, I think it is, and it was really nice. Like, it worked really, really well on my skin. So I think I need to do some research and see which of the products are either for oily skin or can work. So I'd like to try some Marc Jacobs. I've also heard really good things about their lipsticks. So I am currently doing like a lipstick of the month. I'll try to focus in and like grab that to go with my eye looks and stuff. And I like lipstick when I wear it. I just don't always remember to either put it on or bring it with me. So I'm hoping to get in the habit of using up my lip products. And then that will allow me to go through them, or at least get some usage on them, and figure out what I like about certain things, what I don't, what colors I wear the most often, which currently is grays and like green blacks, but I think I need some nice neutral colors for the office, which I have, and I just need to know which tones I like best. Because there's plenty of colors that like look fine on me, but for some reason I don't like. If you know what I'm talking about, where like, it looks fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It just looks weird to me on me. I need to find out if those are things that I really don't like on myself, or if it's just I'm not used to seeing it on me. Because I wasn't used to seeing like black tones on me and gray tones until I wore them a while and I found out I really liked it. So, that's what I want to try from Marc Jacobs. And then, just in general, I'd like to try a couple higher end skin things. So, I don't know, stuff like La Mer or Chantecaille. I do actually have a blush I want to try from Chantecaille. I don't know, I want to try them. So I don't know about those. I'm going to take a break real quick because I want to do something with my lips, but it's for a different video, so I'll be right back. Okay, lipstick is on, so we're testing out Griselda from the Fenty Mademoiselle line today, and it looks so pretty. It matches my shirt. So yeah. Those are some of the brands I'd like to try more of. I would like to get a little more into Fenty as well. I'd like to try more of these lipsticks. I'm interested in her highlights. I would love her to bring out more shadows. I couldn't quite bring myself to buy the Galaxy palette. And we'll see. If it's still around in a while and I'm like itching to buy something extra, it might show up in my cart, but I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to work within what I already have, and like, like, I went in the store and I swatched them with my boyfriend, and we both, like, really liked them. Well, he probably just pretended to like them because he doesn't care a ton about makeup, but he sees how excited I get, so he'll play along. It's very cute. I love him. So yeah, those are some of the brands I want to try. I feel like I had more to talk about, but I don't know. So let me know your favorites. Juvia's Place, if you have a favorite Firene, what you haven't tried from Ritual de Fille, which ones you're interested in seeing, because they had some really cool looking lipsticks, like some fun grays and sick greens that I like. Yeah. Oh, and there's an Australian brand that I really want to try the foundation, and I had it saved. I watched a YouTuber do a review on it and it looked great. Also, in general, what is your favorite foundation at the drugstore for oily, pale, cool tone skin? Because this one, we will see if it works out. I can already see a pocket forming. So, because like it looks fine now, but I tried it yesterday, it was just wearing off in these areas, which of the parts of my face that I'm touching, I'm not rubbing there. I'm not wearing glasses. I'm most likely resting my hand there or like touching at my lips. But like this section, I don't mess with. So I don't know what happened there. So we're retesting that today. And this worked really well. Held up to my standards. As you can see, I spent some time building up the darker purple, which I'm fine with. As long as it does eventually show up, which it did. I think I was just expecting it to be darker, so I kept building. And I do build darker shadows softly. Like I didn't pick up a ton. I'll pick it up in smaller sections and work longer on it, as opposed to picking up a ton and then having fallout, because I've had issues and I'm skittish. So, hopefully this was fun for you guys. Let me know some of your favorite indie brands that you'd like me to test out or that you would think nobody's looking at, because I don't know. I'm getting a little tired with Urban Decay and Too Faced and meh. I'm still pretty interested in Tarte, but Tarte in general puts out neutral products, you know, more safe, which I'm fine with. I like them. Having good base products and good, like, neutral shadows is good. It just means I'm less likely to pick everything up because they're neutral, so you don't need every release. Whereas Urban Decay and Too Faced are still trying to like pretend to push that everything is a you need product, but they're not. Not everybody needs the gold chocolate bar. Not everybody needs the distortion palette, which I got so excited about and I was about to go for, and I was like, wait, I already have a lot of these shades. I have a lot of these shades from Urban Decay, and I have the Moondust palette, or the Moonchild palette, so I can do the transforming thing that I want. So, I just need to calm down on that. But yeah. I also probably need to look at more Ciate stuff, because I've liked both the products that I've had from them. Because I have the Olivia Palermo Smoky Eye palette, which is really nice. But yeah, I want to try more things. I really like this lipstick though. I know, this side's a mess, but look how pretty it is. Fenty's just, they're just winning and everything. Rihanna's just amazing. She's got good foundations. Everybody loves her highlights. This lipstick is gorgeous. She's gonna take all my money. So, thanks for watching. As I said, comment down below if you want to follow and update and see what I do end up trying, or get notified when this lipstick review wear test thing happens. You can subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.